All right, so I'll make this quick, but I want to share something with you that that occurred that is actually, it pretty much pissed me off, and it still kind of haunts my thoughts. So I guess the moral of the story is be careful when you go to a machine at a store that says, would you like to round the nearest dollar for this, or would you like to tip on top of your purchase or whatever. So my wife and I go to a concert, and we're in Nashville for this one. It was a Fish show, anyway, a jam band. And they play like a first set, a second set, and then like an intermission. And so they have a break, or an encore rather, and then they have an intermission between the first and second sets. So this was a nearly sold out show, probably 25,000 people, and intermission came. And my wife and I go out, and we go into, this is Bridgestone Arena in Nashville, by the way, and we go looking for something to drink. So we come across this big line of people waiting to approach a cooler to get a beer or, a Coke, whatever you want to get. Now, mind you, I was getting a beer, and that beer was $22. Not talking about that either. So at the end of the line of coolers that everyone has to go through, there's a machine. You tap your card on it, and it charges you accordingly. After the machine reads your card and takes your money for your whatever you bought, it says, would you like to tip? So everybody at a Fish show, for the most part, is peace, love, happy. They'll give you the shirt off their back type of thing, whatever. So Carla and I, my wife, were at the end of this line. All right, we're just hanging out, right? So we get to the end of it, and we get there. We each get a beer. I mean, we were probably a couple hundred people in line. We were at the end. And right as I was checking out, I told Carla, I just observed this gentleman. There's a gentleman sitting right in the corner, and he's not really doing anything. He's just sitting there. And I tell my wife, Carla, I was like, man, this dude right here probably got a whole ass load of tips, because I'm about to leave one too, much less everybody else. He immediately stands up and says, no, don't do that. I'm a volunteer. I don't know where that tip's going. So, you know how many thousands of dollars were probably just tipped for that guy theatrically put there? So is it a sick game to do this and just play someone doing community service next to a machine looking like he's in despair? It's just nuts. So be really careful of where you round the nearest dollar to or leave a tip, because more than likely it's not going to that person. And I still think about it. The guy was there doing community service or something that occurred in his life. Be kind, because everyone you meet is fighting a tough battle, and that's a sick way of theatrically placing someone there to take your money.